All right, y'all, so let's talk about this. So, Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgardner. You know, I've heard all the crying. I've heard all of the personal. They did it to me. It didn't happen between Clarissa and Alicia. It happened to me. It's personal with me. I'm in my feelings. Clarissa has no class. Clarissa has no this, no that. We know that if it would have been shoe on the other foot and Alicia would have slapped Clarissa, you know what you would all be doing? Yo, man, I'm telling you. Yo, Alicia want all this smoke. Yo, Clarissa got to fight her now, because as if Clarissa is scared of little Alicia, right? But, you know, we know how that goes. Alicia basically has pretty much got her attorney involved, got the authorities involved, right? And I'm reading reports of where they're just trying to banning Clarissa from MVP, future MVP, events or whatever, you know. But this is coming from somebody who claims she wants to fight so bad. I mean, you all seen what happened by now, right? So I don't have to sit here and break down everything that was said. I do know that a lot of you channels are full of shit. You know, you guys are using photos and stuff from the incident where Clarissa slapped her hand down. Okay, because she turns around and does this and put her hand in Clarissa's face, and Clarissa's letting her know, like, you're not gonna play with me like that. See, when you tell somebody, I'll beat your ass right now, you know what that means, right? That means I'll beat your ass right now. Not tomorrow, not tonight, not next week, right now. And basically, you get your legal team involved. I mean, Devin Haney fought a dude that was roided up, didn't make weight, did all this unprofessional nonsense, and he and his dad let that slide. Just for y'all to throw it back in his face that, oh, he shouldn't have did this and he shouldn't have did that, right? But was calling him soft. Oh man, he gonna go to sue this guy because of that, right? Okay. Somehow, you know, Alicia got a big mouth. You got to, you know, I don't care what y'all say. She got a big mouth and she try to act tough, like, you know, she wants to be intimidating. She do all that talking and she gets slapped in the face. Okay, so now this is 2 times you got slapped and did nothing. You went to the authorities, then you talk about lack of professionalism on Clarissa's behalf, and I only want to deal with people that's professional and blah, 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 and all this. When you're at a certain level, people want to try to stoop to lower levels to bring you down. Wait a minute. First off, she approached Clarissa. Okay? Now, the article that I read stated she walked up over to Clarissa, right? Now, she sarcastically puts her hand out to shake her hand. You know, if somebody's talking trash like that, every chance they get, no matter who, and I believe that, I know before interviews happen, I know they tell you what to talk about, what not to talk about. You know, and you hear all the time, you know, we talked about it earlier, but, you know, right. So, she's okay. She's open to you bringing up Clarissa Shields questions because she wants to respond, because she wants to clout chase. She wants to try to further build her profile off of talking about Clarissa. And pretty much, Clarissa is basically letting her know, bitch, don't play with me. I'm not the one to play with. You know what? You made me your enemy. Out of all these broads that run their mouth, you are the only one consistently, week after week after week after week. And we used to be cool on top of that. You stabbed me in the back. From day one, when you did that, everything was about you trying to outdo me by any means necessary. And pretty much, here's a woman that's not even in the same weight class. Not even close. But I'm going to pretend I want to fight. You won't even fight Caroline Dubois. All right? And why is she only now calling the name Amanda Serrano? When they brought that up before, what did she say? Amanda Serrano, remember that, right? Remember this. Amanda Serrano goes, I'll fight her on one condition. Under the condition that it's 12 3-minute rounds. 12 3-minute rounds, right? And basically, they both had a condition. But Alicia goes, are you paying me for those extra rounds? She had no interest in going 12 3-minute rounds at the time. See, y'all forget that. So now when you hear her say, oh, I love it, and this and it, right, okay, and you had to do it against a lesser opponent, right? You can't respect Errol Spence for saying, I don't take tune-ups. Just to basically praise somebody, for fighting lesser competition, but talking as if, I'm fighting the very best fighters out there. Calling a person a C-level fighter, but I'm going to fight a fighter that this C-level fighter defeated. So none of that makes sense. None of it. That all being said, the reality is this. Claressa slapped the shit out you twice. So now it's like, are you going to go up and fight her now? Why do you keep talking shit? Why do you keep bringing her name up? Why do you keep standing up here on interviews smiling from fucking ear to ear when they bring up Claressa Shields' name? Because then you want to pretend, you keep saying you're better than Claressa, you'll do this and that to Claressa, Claressa's not on your level. You say all of these things, but you're not even fighting the best women in your own weight class. And I know what MVP is doing. MVP, like I told you, they try to find who they want to make a star, and no matter who that person fight against, that person is the draw. That person is the attraction. It's not about who's across the ring from you or across the cage from you. You understand what I mean? Now, they can take some notable names and say, hey, let's put an event together. That's what they'll do. But in terms of quality fights, no. And in terms of a legacy and all, nah, they're all about just making, their money and how much they can make off of you. The fighters have the same mindset. Like I said, when the business model changed, the fighters change. It's as simple as that, and it's nothing hard to understand. But this woman clearly doesn't want to fight her. I'll fight you. I'll whoop your ass right now. I just won't fight you in the ring. Really? I can beat you in a street fight? You think so? Really think so? But I won't fight you for a big paycheck in the ring, though. That makes no sense whatsoever. I believe her approach was because they were at an event that she knew an argument was going to ensue. I believe that's what she went over there for, to start some shit. She got that kind of smile. You see how she did against Michaela Mayer and all her opponents. She does that on purpose. When the person is trying to get under your skin, that's what she does. And I believe that's why she went over there, was to try to provoke Claressa. So whatever footage happened, now here they are face-to-face going back and forth again. This is all about her building her profile. I just seen her on some video with some guy who I guess is some rapper now or whatever he is, gym owner or whatever, used to be boxer or whatever, punched him in his forehead while they were sparring, and he kept talking about it, holding his head and asking, don't knock me out. I know that stroked her little ego, So yeah, everything she's doing now is all outside of boxing to build her profile. Okay, so now I'm dealing with this rap guy, whatever, right? So this is a whole different demographic of people. And if he's 30-something years old, I don't know, man. Some people, like, you see the friends all in the room playing video games. I don't know. Some people just real immature. So I don't know. If he's her age, he doesn't act it. He doesn't seem like it. But anyways, that's all this nothing but clout chasing. And what Claressa did was showed you. I'm for real. I'm not with these little silly ass games. This is your generation. I'm not with that. If she want to fight, we can fight. But at the same time, I just showed you, no, she don't. Because I slapped the piss out of her, and all she did was went to her fucking attorney. I mean, it's amazing to me because I think, like, somebody could literally walk up to Claressa and say, hey, you black nigga, I hate you, and pow, blow her head off, and y'all will be going, well, she shouldn't have been born black. She's in the wrong place at the wrong time. She should have known that was going to happen. So, no matter what anybody says or does. People claim you got 15 million, we can go. Should we got money, right? We can fight every night. Somebody got 15 million, all of a sudden we got 15 million. Oh, man, she bullying. Come on, man. Somebody tell you, there's nobody in boxing that I see that inspires me to come back. There's nobody, no competition. Okay. Everybody knows she was talking about Claressa. She wasn't talking about little Katie Taylor. We know she wasn't talking about a little Amanda, little Alicia. Of course. She said nobody. Shots was fired because she knows that she's been surpassed by far by Clarissa. So now the only thing that she has to hold on to are her fans to say is, oh, but she had more fights. Right, which means Clarissa accomplished a whole lot more in a lot shorter time. That's all that means. So, which I really don't care about all of that. Like I said, I thought that's a fight that I didn't care about. But when you talk shit, and this is the thing, people think because of who they are, they can say whatever they want. You're supposed to, okay, I can't defend myself against you. Nah, it's really simple. Like I said, she done got slapped twice now. And she ain't did a goddamn thing about it but cry. I'll whoop your ass right now. Y'all heard that, but Clarissa was supposed to stand there. And every single one of y'all running your mouths. If Clarissa didn't slap the shit out of her, y'all would be like, man, Clarissa, oh man, she told it to her face and Clarissa ain't do nothing. But yeah, again, if Alicia had slapped Clarissa, y'all would be laughing and joking and, oh, everybody would be putting memes up. But yeah, now you know that the chick that y'all all attracted to is a fraud. And that's all y'all do is go in her comment section with your little greased up palms fantasizing about her. Y'all can't listen to one Alicia Baumgardner interview and just keep it boxing. Just keep it, hey, so her next fight is with such and such and blah, blah, blah. No, it has to go into the whole, yo, she is so fine. Damn, this girl thick. Yo, she's sexy as fuck, yo. God, like, yeah. That's pretty much not what the video is about, but that's what your comments go to. So that's all this is pick a side. Alicia's our favorite, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, if you don't want to fight a person, you're not willing to go to their weight class like Terrence Crawford did, shut up. Stop talking about people that you don't want to fight. And basically, they all do this to themselves. Clarissa is not playing games. She told y'all a couple months ago, I'm going to start slapping the shit out these bitches. She wasn't lying, was she? The only one playing games is Baumgardner. She's not smiling now. Pap, ooh. You know what? That was wrong. That was so wrong. Well, you keep talking shit every chance you get. You know, what amazes me is when anytime, and how y'all don't catch on to this, but anytime someone is constantly talking about someone that's not in their weight class, they don't want to fight that person. And who and what can you do in your weight class that anybody even cares about? So now every name that you mention is somebody that's not in your weight class. Are you willing to go up and fight these people? You don't even want to go up and fight Caroline Dubois. They say all this crap about Clarissa. Clarissa clapped back and all of a sudden she's wrong. The whole point with all these women is that they go up and down in weight because there's no one deep division. But when you do that and you try to make it seem like you have a whole list of badass women that you fought when you don't, the more shit Alicia talks, the worse her opponents get. But then at the same time, I'll do this and that to Clarissa. Okay, why should we believe you? We have no reason to. And for all of y'all that said, when y'all saw her in that show, yo, she swole, yo, she bigger than that dude, yo, she easily 160, 165. Which means she can fight at 160. Or at least 154, right? Nah, she want 147 because her body can make it. Clarissa's can't. We know that. We all know that. Now, she slapped you in your mouth and you ain't do nothing about it. So, if you continue to talk, you're only going to hurt your own profile. You're going to hurt yourself. I'll be back with a part 2 for this one. Right now, this is all I got for you. Catch you guys on the next video.